Hi guys, today in this video I'll be showing you how to make crochet phone and iPod cases in 3 different ways and styles. These things are literally so cute. So first of all, let's start with this orangey green stripey. I really love this one because it's so cute and easy to make. So let's get this phone case started. First of all, you'll need some yarn. If you're making a striped one with me, you'll need 2 colors. A crochet hook. I'll be using a size J 6mm. A pair of scissors. A crafting needle with that big hole. Some buttons of your choice. And of course, your phone. So I'll be using iPhone 5, so you'll be using any kind, of course. Now to finally begin this, you're going to make a basic slip knot. To do that, you're going to wrap the yarn over your 2 fingers, grab the long strand, put it over the loop, and then just stick it through the loop. And pull. Take your crochet hook and insert it into that loop, and then just tighten it. And now we're going to make some chains. To make a chain, you are going to wrap the yarn over the crochet hook and go through that loop, and that's your first chain. Wrap the yarn, go through the loop. So you're going to be doing the desired amount of chains depending on the size of your phone or iPod or Samsung or whatever it is. And so if you're measuring for one side of the phone, you're going to double that. For example, on one side of my phone, it's 8 chains, so I'm just going to double that, and that's going to be 16 chains. You're going to do like all the way around. So that is 16 chains, so you'll just have to do the amount that your phone fits. And now you're going to slip stitch into that first chain. To slip stitch, you're going to go through that chain, and then grab some yarn, and then go through both loops on your crochet hook. And now you got this big ring. Now what you're going to do is you're going to single crochet into the chain chain you're currently in, and I don't know why I'm doing a chain right there. You're supposed to, yeah. So what you do, you go through that chain that you're currently in, grab some yarn, come out, you'll have 2 loops, then grab some yarn again and go through both of the loops, and that's your first single crochet. And now you're going to do that all the way across. Around. So once you reach your last chain, you're going to slip stitch into that first single crochet. So we're going to go through that stitch, grab some yarn, come out, and then you're going to just go through that loop on your crochet hook. And now you're just going to do single crochets again. So go through your current stitch you're in, grab some yarn, come out, you'll have 2 loops, grab some yarn again, and go through both of the loops. So you're going to do this all the way around, and you're going to do 3 rows of single crochet. So right now I'm currently on my second, and because we're making stripes, you have to make 3 rows of green and then orange. Now if you get a little confused, you could use a stitch marker or a safety pin and mark your first single crochet. So when you reach the safety pin, you just take it off, slip stitch, and then put the safety pin or stitch marker back, so you won't be confused. So I have done 3 rows of single crochet, and now I'm going to do my slip stitch. And now what you're going to do is you're going to take your scissors, and then you're going to cut the yarn, but not all the way. Make 1 chain and then pull all that yarn through and pull tight. Now with a different colored yarn, I'm going to use my orange one. You're going to make your basic slip knot again. And now you're going to slip stitch into that single crochet right there. And then once you've done your slip stitch, you're just going to single crochet in the stitch you are currently in, and then just do that all the way around for 3 rows. So it's 3 rows of green single crochet, then 3 rows of orange single crochet, and then you're going to keep on doing single crochets until you have done 15 rows of single crochets in total. So that's 15 single crochets, and you might see your single crochets kind of traveling, but it's okay because it's hardly noticeable. So you could actually stop here, just make like a little blanket for your phone, but we're going to make the flap. So make your basic slip knot with your orange one because we're still making stripes. And now you're going to slip stitch into now where you made your slip stitch and fastened it off, you kind of want that in the center, but make sure that your traveling single crochets are at the back, and then you're going to slip stitch into the stitch that's close to the corner but not at the corner, like so. And then you just do single crochets all the way across. You're not going to do it all the way around, you're just going to do it to the other side, because this is going to be a flap. Now if that yarn is troubling you, you could cut that off, or you could also just cut it away like I did. Okay, so that's how it should look. And then, okay, I don't know why I'm doing the chain. And then you're going to flip your work over, and then you're just going to do some single crochets again. Flip your work over, and now here comes the little confusing part. So kind of figure out the center single crochets on your flap. So maybe it's the middle 3 or the middle 4, and you want to count them and kind of make the middle ones. And so I have 12 single crochets right now, and I'm going to just single crochet into 4 single crochets. So just do 4 single crochets on the row you are currently in. Now we're going to make our buttonhole. So now you're going to chain 2, and then you're going to skip 2 single crochets and then slip stitch into that 3rd one right there. and then you single crochet again, like normally. And because we're still making stripes, you have to cut that orange yarn off because we've done 3 rows of single crochets, and then we're going to start off with our green one. So make a basic slip knot with your green single crochet. Insert your crochet hook and then slip stitch onto that flap. Single crochet in the current stitch you're in, and then keep on single crocheting until you've reached the buttonhole. Just stop there for now. Now once you've reached your buttonhole, you're going to do 3 single crochets in the buttonhole. And then single crochet like normally. So continue 2 more rows of green single crochets and then fasten off. So I've done 3 rows of green single crochets, and then I'm going to just cut that off, make 1 chain and pull all that yarn through, and then make a knot. And then done, your flap is ready. But we're still not done yet. So now what you're going to do is you're going to take your crochet hook and we're going to hide all those strings that are sticking out. So how to hide them is you're going to stick your crochet hook in the phone case / iPod case, and then you're going to stick your crochet hook through the closest single crochet to the sticking strings. So I'm going to do that green one, so I'm just going to go through that nearest single crochet and then pull that yarn all the way through, making it go inside. And then you're just going to do that to all of them. And then you'll also want to do that to the sticking out strings on the flap. And just do that to the others. So once they're all hidden, you're going to kind of inside out the phone case. I don't know what it's really called. Anyways, and yeah, you could also kind of keep this stitch too, because actually this is the right side. And so we have to stitch up that bottom of the phone case, else our phone will be coming out and cracking, and we don't want that happening. So with your crafting needle, stick your yarn through and then just stitch that up. If you're not a neat sewer, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't even have to be neat. And just to say, make sure your phone case is all aligned. You don't want your flap to be kind of sided, else it'll be completely wrong. It happened to me quite a few times. And then once you're done, you're going to just go through some random stitches and pull. Then you're going to go through that pull stitch thing you just created. And don't pull all the way, you just want to leave a little loop and then go through that loop and then go through it one more time. That will be forming your knot. And now you're just going to cut the yarn off. If you want to hide it, you can hide it, but that's not necessary because it's going to be inside and no one will see it. Now since we're in there, we're going to cut these yarn thingies a little bit short because they're kind of too big. But you don't want to cut it too short, else they'll find their way out and then they'll make your phone case look not so pretty. And then you're just going to flip that through again, and I still have a sticking yarn thingy sticking out, so I'll just hide that. And then with your fingers, just adjust that thing that we just closed up, and there. We're almost done. So now you're going to take your button. I'm going to be using a black one. And you have to do one depending on the size of your buttonhole. So to figure out where your button's going to be, you're going to take your crafting needle, put it right under the buttonhole. And I've already attached my orange yarn. Then just pull the flap out and then all that yarn out, and then you're going to just put the button where the needle is. And now you're just going to sew the button together. Sew it up. Now once you're done sewing it up, we're going to make the knot, so just go through some random stitches in the phone case. Don't pull all the way and go through that loop that you just didn't pull all the way. And then go through it one more time. And pull tight. And now take your scissors and then just cut that off. You could also hide it, but that's not really so necessary. And there you go, your phone case is done. Now the only thing you have to do is put your phone in and then just enjoy it. So that's it with the orange green stripey, and now it's time for the black bow up. Actually, this one's really easy. So what you'll need is your ready-made phone case with the flap but no buttonhole, and some snap-on buttons, the metal kind, or even a plastic one. I think there was a plastic, I don't know. A pair of scissors, some ribbon of your choice, and a button or a rhinestone. and of course a hot glue gun, and mine has a big long stick. So what you'll need is one long strand of ribbon that's 4.5 inches and 11 centimeters, and another short strand that's 2.25 inches and 6 centimeters. So with your long strand, you're going to apply a glob or a little dot of glue at one end, and then take the other end, kind of turn it a little bit, and then put it on the glob of glue, and then press firmly for a few seconds. And now you have a ring. So once your ring is formed, you're going to put a glob of glue under the joined together sides of the ribbon, and then you are going to take the joint sides, kind of twist it a little bit, and then put it on top of the glob of glue. And then press firmly for a few seconds. Then you can take your fingers and go through the holes, making sure that they're being seen and the hole is quite clear. And then take away those the strands and strings of hot glue guns. I hate it when it forms that. Kind of looks like an infinity sign. And now with your, you have to put a glob of glue where they have joined on the back side, and then with your short strand, you're just going to fold that, forming a crease, but you don't want to fold it all the way. Just kind of want to make a antenna type of thing, and then put that and press that firmly down at the glob of glue, and then you're going to open that, and you're going to put a glob of glue in the ribbon, and then fold that back so the fold will stay for a long time, actually forever. And press firmly for a few seconds. And yeah, your bow is almost done. And just to say, if you did not catch the measurements, I will post them down in the description box below. Now with your button or your rhinestone, I'll be using a button. You have to put a glob of glue in the center. Then take your button or your rhinestone and then just put that right there and press firmly for a few seconds. And yeah. So now you could just adjust the things and make sure that your bow is at the right shape. So once your bow is done, you're going to hot glue gun that to your flap on your phone case. And remember, do not have a buttonhole on that phone case. No buttonhole whatsoever. And press firmly for a few seconds. And take away those gun strings. And kind of adjust the shape, making sure it's not crooked. Now with your snap-on buttons, we're going to apply that inside. Well, not completely inside the phone case. So one's going to be on the body of the phone case and one's going to be on the flap. So first of all, you're going to want to do it at the flap and kind of apply that at the edge, at the center, at the top. Edge, center, top. Actually, yeah, okay. And then apply one of the pieces. Press firmly, take away all those weird string stuff. And then kind of figure out where your snap-on button ends so you know just where to put the other piece. Press firmly. And then, yeah, now you just have to join that together. And there you go. This one's like one of the easiest to make. And so the only thing you have to do is snap it on and snap it off, and voila, it's like that easy. And then there you go with the black boa. And now it's time to make the colorful Girly Bow phone case. I really like this one because it's so girly. So you have to have your already made phone case, and I'm going to make my slip stitch right there because I'm done with my 15 single crochet. And yeah, I'm using a different crochet hook, a size G, 4.25 millimeters. And now what you're going to do is you're going to chain 15 and kind of make them small and tight. Not too tight though. Now you're going to slip stitch into the stitch you are currently in. And then with your scissors, you're just going to cut off that yarn, and then chain one, pull the yarn all through, and pull tight and form your knot. Now you could cut off that yarn or you could hide it. I'm going to hide it because actually this is being exposed quite a bit. So I've already attached my button, and then you have to attach it right where it's supposed to be, like where the loop ends. And then yeah, there you go. And that's it with the colorful girly bow. Now if you want to know how to make this bow, I'll post a video about it down in the description box below because I have made a video about it. And that's it with all 3 phone cases. They're so easy to make. They're like, I'm actually obsessed, and I love to give them as gifts, and they're really good for my phones. They actually really protect them. And if I don't want to carry a purse, I just have to carry that in my hand or just put a strap on it. And plus you could also put your headphones and your chargers and just listen to music and have some fun. And down in the comments below, tell me which one's your favorite. Is it the orange green stripey, the black bow up, or the colorful girly bow? And just to say, I made up these names. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it really helped. And if you really liked it, give it a thumbs up. And bye-bye now.